conversation. Avinash, this is a sentimental boost for the companies. And yes, for JSW, for instance, it is an additional boost. And the markets had been factoring in this because JSW, the stock has been going up. It's outperformed the general steel piece.
Yeah.
But my question is that this is a price-induced or a policy-induced price increase. It's not really a demand-induced one.
Exactly.
And capacity, as Piyush was saying, is only going to come up now. So how are you reading this? Is this just a temporary up move?
No, I think if you leave alone, say JSW, which probably should be one of the key beneficiaries because obviously they are more on the flat category segment. But if you look at larger players, typically something like a Tata Steel or maybe a Vedanta, my sense is I think this is just a policy-induced kind of measurement from the government. Demand is very weak, and I think one clear indication of domestic demand being weak was seen in the Tata Steel numbers. EBITDA from the domestic operations was down by almost 30%. I think European operations were even down quite significantly. So I think it's going to take a long time, and my sense is the real beneficiary of the steel kind of market which is currently weak is going to be the engineering and the auto companies, where possibly you could get some benefit in terms of continued softer commodity prices. Maybe 1,000 or 2,000 rupee per ton hike might come.
Right? It will hurt auto companies
No,
and engineering companies because now prices are going to go up.
It would selectively.
Till now they were using cheap imported steel.
No, but my sense is, I mean, clearly even today imported steel is not going to stop. It's going to come in. So obviously some benefit in the sense that volume growth in most of the passenger car or maybe the truck makers is definitely positive. So some margin pressure may happen for a couple of quarters. But if you see the trajectory of demand, it still continues to be weak for the steel sector. So I would be pretty cautious. This kind of bump up which you have seen in most of the steel prices may not be sustainable going forward.
Okay.